What's up, guys? Happy Monday. It's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I just finished my workout. I kind of got a long day ahead of me, as we all do. So I want to go over the workout today, okay? Our main focus is going to be feeling just like this. We're going to get a good sweat. We're going to be working on your strength. We're also going to be working a couple of different exercises that maybe some of you guys haven't done it before. But overall, you guys should be feeling like you're getting great stability and strength and conditioning training. That is going to be our focus today. I'm going to have 3 blocks. Each station is going to be 11 minutes long, okay? If you want to take a minute break in between station, that's why it's 11 minutes. So it's 11, you're going to get a little bit of a break, 11 minutes, and then a little bit of a break in 11 minutes. The first station, each station is going to be 4 exercises, okay? 4 over and over for 11 minutes, 4 over and over for 11 minutes, 4 over and over for 11 minutes. You're going to realize that in all the stations, you're going to be doing around the same amount of rounds, and I do that on purpose. So you're going to be doing from 4 all the way to 6 rounds in each block, and that's all going to depend on your load. What I mean by load is today we're going to be using kettlebells and med balls. So if you don't have load, of course, you're going to be doing more rounds, or if you have a really heavy load, meaning heavy kettlebell, heavy med ball, you might be doing less rounds. Either way, it's fine. I just want to give you guys the heads up of that. First station, I feel like I keep like needing water or something. Maybe that's what's going on. Hold on. And so that is. So station number 1, you guys gonna have 5 reps, 10, 5, and 5. I'm gonna quickly go over each exercise. A lot of them you have done in the last, past week. Others might be brand new to you guys, so keep your eyes on me. We started with your kettlebell step presses, which I will go over. Then we have your kettlebell rows, your tiger steps. Then we are finishing up with your lateral hops, okay? So let's start with the first one. All you need is a kettlebell. If you don't have a kettlebell, please use a dumbbell. Either way is fine, okay? So it's gonna look just like this. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. All right, guys, ideally the focus of that is, of course, we're working on your leg strength, but we're also getting a lot of lateral core strength because we're trying to be stable, and we're finishing up with a great shoulder strength and stability. To set it up, either with a kettlebell or the dumbbell, either or is going to be exactly the same way. You're going to be holding on a rack position, so elbows tucked in, feet underneath the hips, chest up. Now, whatever leg I'm holding the kettlebell, I'm going to lunge back. After lunging back, I'm going to bring my feet together. Same leg is going to lunge forward. Now I'm going to create power, and I'm going to push over my head. Okay, that is 1 rep. You guys are going to be doing 5 on the right and 5 on the left side. Again, I will recommend you guys right now, if you're not very stable through your knees and through your ankle, you're not going to be able to press the load too heavy, okay? So just be very aware of what load you guys choose. It's kind of a 50-50. 50% of your legs, 50% of your shoulders creating that motion. So the biggest common falls would be leaning forward, okay? I want to make sure your chest is up, or also being on your toes. Make sure you guys are pushing from the heels so you can press with your glutes. My biggest cue would be press with your glutes and finish the press with your shoulders. If you only use your shoulders, you're not going to be able to make it very far. Again, you got 5 in one side, then you guys have 5 on the other side. We've done the next one before, is your kettlebell rows. If you have dumbbells, you can use 2 dumbbells as well. If you have a kettlebell, you're going to be doing one side, then the other side. If you have 2 kettlebells, you can be using it at the same time. Just, of course, make sure it's equal load. So if I'm doing the kettlebell with only one hand, it will look just like this. And then after finishing one side, I will be doing the other side. It is going to be 10 reps, okay? So if you have the dumbbell, you're just going to be performing 10 in a row. Main purpose, guys, you know, right? We're going to be training your posterior core. So the back of your body, including your lower back and your upper back. And of course, because you're pulling, you're going to be working your biceps as well. So set up, feet underneath the hips. I'm going to push my hips back, chest. It's just about facing you guys. My chin is in, my thumb is facing in, and as I go up, I'm going to rotate my thumbs to face you guys, and I'm going to come back down. Biggest common falls, it's leaning forward and having a bad arch in your back. So make sure you guys are popping the hips and you have a straight, beautiful line on your back. Okay, again, it's gonna be 10 in each side or 10 together. If I was using a dumbbell, I actually prefer dumbbells, that way I can go a little bit heavier, but again, it all depends on your equipment. Okay, cues, just make sure your chin is in so your body is nice and long, so no looking forward. Sounds good? And guys, the third one is going to be your tiger steps. Main focus of that is going to be hip mobility, okay? You gotta get those hips mobile so later on we can go into your Rhino beetles. So my setup is gonna be in a long spine into a plank. I'm gonna step one leg to the outside of my hand. I'm gonna lift my hand, and then I'm gonna go back to plank, and then alternate. Right and left is 1, so you guys are gonna have the total of 10. 1, 1, 2, 2, and you're gonna go all the way up to 10. Biggest common falls is trying to do this so fast and not actually getting the benefits. The main benefit is going to be opening up the hips so you can be better at box jumps, better at burpees, better at any other exercise that you feel like sometimes you're not mobile enough. So my cues will be, don't rush if you're not mobile. If you are mobile, then you can gain a little bit of momentum and a little bit of speed. Those will be my cues for you guys today, okay, in this exercise, guys. Progression is really going to be range of motion. Like, some of you guys are going to be able to bring your feet all the way out. Other of you guys are going to have your feet all the way back. Just make sure you're safe on your knee. All right, for the next one, we're going to be having some squat hops. Very simple motion. Looks just like this. Okay, main focus of that is going to be very similar to what we did on the bands the other day. We're going to be working on the lateral line. So on your abductor and your adductor, and of course, we're getting a little bit of a cardiovascular training. Nothing too crazy because there's no external load. So my setup, I like to imagine that there's a line right on the floor, and my middle leg is going to be stepping on that line. Opposite leg is to the outside. Now I'm going to perform a squat, and I'm just going to kind of bring my feet together and apart, together and apart. Every right and left is 1. You're going to be doing the total of 20. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So you actually got 10 right and left, just so you guys know. Biggest common falls is going to be, again, arching the back, keeping your knees in, just like anything with squats. Make sure you guys have a nice long spine. I really like this movement. It's very, very simple, but it's great on the legs. Progression would be range first, so getting nice and deep, and also then gaining speed. My cues would be, can you touch the floor without arching your back? All that, guys, will be your first station, and I'll recap that later on. Station number 2, we're going to start again now with your kettlebell, because that's what we're starting the first station. So the first exercise is going to be your kettlebell clean lunges, which should look just like this. I'm going to perform one more time. Okay, again, main focus of that is training your lateral core because you're holding the kettlebell on one side, as well as, of course, the quality and the stability of your ankles, your knees, your hips, and working through your glutes. So my setup is going to be holding the kettlebell. Okay, I'm going to swing the kettlebell between my legs just a little bit, almost like a kettlebell swing, and I'm going to quickly put in a rack position. From here, I'm going to be lunging the same leg, and I'm going to come back in. Feet is just about outside of my hips, and I'm going to repeat. Same motion, okay? Every time you guys clean in lunge will be 1 rep. You got 5 on one side, 5 in the other. Biggest cues, like everything else, maintain your spine on your toe. Okay, common fall is going to be arching forward. So make sure you guys are swinging a little bit with the hip, putting a beautiful rack position, maintaining your chest nice and tall. Progression, guys, would also be, of course, increasing load. Everything I'm doing right now, I'm trying to do with lighter load. Again, I already did my workout. I just want to demo for you guys. So again, it's not about how heavy I can lift. It's just showing you guys the proper movement. You'll be doing 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, okay? And again, just make sure you guys have a nice long spine. That is the first exercise of your station number 2. The second one, like I said before, you're going to need a med ball. So we're going to a med ball twist. For a lot of you guys that have done tried with me, you definitely know what this is. So I'll go over it again. Main focus is going to be lower back, okay, and lateral core. So I'll face the side so you guys can see a little bit better. So I'm going to bend my knee, I'm going to lean slightly back, and I'm going to have the med ball just about the middle of my chest Slight bend of the elbow, just about knee level. Now I'm gonna turn all the way towards you. So my rib cage, the med bow, and everything is facing you guys. My knees and my hips are facing forward. Coming back into mid, and then going to the other side. Biggest common falls, and this happens all the time, is the ball goes, but the chest stays. You gotta get that twist to the torso. With no twist, you're not gonna get the work through your lateral core. Right and left is 1. 10 is gonna equal 20. So you're gonna go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and so on. Like I said, the biggest common falls are gonna be taking the ball but not taking the chest, or taking the ball and chest but arching the back. I want you to imagine that the rib cage and the hip bone have to be as far away from one another as possible. Like someone is pulling you all the way out from your head. Okay, so shoulders down, long spine, no arching in your back. Biggest progression, I don't like to go heavy, okay, at all when I'm using anything related to my abs. So I would say the biggest progression would be range of motion, trying to bring your arms a little bit further away from you and trying to have nice control as you twist. Speed, it's non-existent, so that is not a progression today. All right? All right, guys, so we're almost done with station number 2 already. For the next exercise, you're gonna have your Rhino beaters, which you guys actually done in previous sessions. So it looks just like this. All right, as you know, we're training your shoulder stability. We're also training great hip mobility and cardiovascular training, as well as ab strength. So my setup is in a plank position, shoulders down, long spine, one leg goes out, just like those tiger steps. And from here, back leg is gonna go through, okay, just about forward, coming back into a plank position, squatting back and repeating. This is how important those tiger steps were, right? Trying to get those hips nice and mobile. So biggest common falls, of course, is trying to do it so fast and you're not ready to do it yet. So if you are mobile, if you know the movement, go for speed. If not, then take your time. Another regression will be going back into those tiger steps and taking your time, right? Simply working the range of motion, all right? So right and left is 1, guys. 5 is going to equal 10 repetitions. So I'm going to have 10 total. Biggest cues that I would use for you guys is work on your own limits. If you're very agile, get the speed. If you're not, then take it slow. The next one, guys, is going to be your animal push-ups, which I know all of you guys, or most of you guys, have done it. So let me demo that again. Okay, main focus of that, we're training on your legs and your shoulders, of course, and core. So I'm starting a plank position. All I'm doing is I'm putting a squat, a plank, and a push-up together. So it's kind of like a 3-in-1. So I'm gonna go from plank into a squat, back to a plank, back to a push-up. And you got those 3 movements on repeat. You guys are gonna perform the total of 10. Biggest common falls, it's elevating the hips. Okay, so I want you guys to imagine that there is actually the roof just came down and you need to be underneath that roof. So make sure you guys don't elevate the hips, keep your hips nice and low. Cues that I would say, of course, going to be, can you sink really deep into your hips and can you bring your chest really low into your push-up without lifting the hips. All that, guys, is your station number 2. That means we only got 1 more station to do. And a lot of those exercises you actually don't know. So if you want to skip through the first and second blocks because you know everything, that's fine, but make sure you pay attention to this one. First exercise is going to be your kettlebell deadlifts. That one we've actually done it. Again, with the kettlebell, with the med ball, whatever works for you guys, we're going to actually be using 2 hands for this time around, okay? This is going to be your control movement of the day. Main purpose, guys, we're training on your glutes, your hamstrings, and on your stability. So my setup is going to be holding with both hands for this time, and you're going to be lifting your back leg. Now I'm going to let that back leg tilt while my chest comes forward, and I'm going to slowly lift myself up. You're going to finish 5 on the right side, and then 5 on the left side, or vice versa. Biggest common falls is if you're not stable, is trying to let the kettlebell or the dumbbell go down without being stable at all. So my cues for you guys will really be find your balance, control the movement, and then slowly tilt as as you go, so you're nice and stable through your ankle, and slowly come back. Biggest progression is not letting your foot touch the floor, okay? But if you're not stable, you may have to. So those will be my cues. The progression, if you are performing perfect motion, you can definitely increase your load. So you can go a little bit heavier on that kettlebell. After this, guys, we're gonna go into our med ball. So we're gonna perform 2 exercises of the med ball. Starting the first one is gonna be your med ball cross climbers. So it's gonna look just like this. I'm just hoping you can see from there. That way. Alright guys, main purpose of this is we're really trying to train actually your obliques, right? And you're training nice stability through your shoulders. Heavier the med ball, easier it is because the med ball will move. Lighter the med ball, harder it gets, okay? So my setup is gonna be the hand is on my med ball, my shoulders are down away from the ears, and I'm just performing a nice tall plank. So I'll show you guys with a side view. From this position, in a nice plank position, I'm just gonna cross my left knee towards my right side, and I'm gonna alternate right and left. I always like to make sure my shoulders are slightly forward, my butt is nice and low, but not too low, nice into a plank, almost like a wood board. And then remember, as you alternate, right and left will be 1 rep count. Biggest common falls, like I just said, is lifting the hips, dropping the hips, shrugging the shoulders, okay? All those will be things that you definitely don't wanna do. To fix those issues, I'm gonna ask you guys, can you actually engage your muscles instead of going for speed? So when you're here, I want you guys to think about going across the body and getting a nice twist into the torso, as well as getting a nice engagement through your abdominals. Again, right and left is 1. As I said before, I'm gonna be asking for 10. That is gonna equal 20 for you guys today. Progression is not speed, it's range of motion and control. Believe me, later on when we do this per time, it is gonna get really hard. But for now, it's not gonna be as bad. For the next exercise, we're gonna have your med ball burpees. We're taking the push-up away, and we're gonna be working on the med ball. So I'll show you guys how that looks like. Alright guys, so the main purpose of this movement, okay, is really going to be working through your posterior training. That is going to be our main focus. And also cardiovascular training, and we also, of course, train on your legs. So my setup, the easiest way is, if the med ball is a big med ball, then you guys are going to bring your feet just about outside of the ball. I show you to see my feet. If the med ball is small, you're going to realize that your feet is going to be much wider than the ball, depending on the size. So that's the setup. So my hand's going to go to the ball into a squat position. So I'm not hunching, okay? Chest up, like I'm squatting. Hands in the ball, I'm gonna go to a plank, and then I'm gonna jump right back. Now my hands are gonna go to the outside. I'm actually gonna swing that ball over my head. I'm gonna put it down, and then I'm gonna repeat. If you have a floor that you can throw the ball down, then it will look like this. And you will repeat. But of course, I don't wanna wake up the whole house, so I figured I wouldn't do that today. You guys are gonna have 10 of those. Biggest common falls, guys, is going to be arching that back. And then when you guys are swinging, so if you're arching here, then you're gonna be swinging here, and then you're gonna hurt your back. So make sure that when you grab the ball, you're on the squat position. You're gonna jump your feet back. When you come back to the squat position, and make sure your chest is nice and long, and your spine is nice and long. Every time you swing, as you know, and plank, it's gonna be 1 rep. So you guys are gonna have the total of 10 of those, okay? They're definitely not gonna be as bad as burpees are, but if you wanna progress, increasing the load will change the movement. Now, if your lower back is not strong, I would say decrease the load, so go lighter if you have to, okay? Just so you don't actually hurt your back. I'm gonna show you this with a dumbbell, and you can do 2 ways. You can do either with 1 or 2 dumbbells. So you can either do it simply with the dumbbell facing up, having your hands here, and you can go from here, grab it, and press it. That is one option. You can also turn the dumbbell, bring it to the side, and then you're gonna jump your feet back, forward, both hands, lifting up and coming back down. Just wanted to bring that up to you guys. Now, the next one and the last exercise is going to be your skater hops. You've done it a couple of workouts before, but I'm gonna go over anyways. I'm just gonna take the dumbbell out of the way so I don't get hurt. Looks just like this. All right, main purpose of that, guys, what is it? Glutes, hamstrings, cardiovascular training. My setup is going to be in the middle of those two cones, imaginary two cones. I'm gonna jump to one cone with one leg, skating the back leg behind it, then I'm gonna hop, landing nice and softly, and I'm gonna go to the other side and hop. Okay, right and left is one, you guys are gonna have 20 of those. Now the thing is, the biggest common falls, it's always going to be not being stable and going for speed. Speed is fantastic if you are stable and if you are strong. So like I said, right and left is one. Biggest common fall is going to be either arch in the back or going too fast and not having quality of movement. Cues that I would say to you guys if I was next to you would be, can you go deep, can you lift high, and can you be stable? Okay, progression will be height as well as going really deep. Regression is going to be just taking the impact away. So you go to here and you could even lunge. You can go to here and you can even just lunge. Okay, so that is the workout for today. Now, this is the kicker of this workout. In the end of the workout, you got 11 minutes, 11 minutes, 11 minutes. You are done. Then I want you guys to get 3 exercises, and I will be writing down which exercises that would be. And you're gonna perform each exercise. Those are gonna be ab exercises. Each exercise that you're gonna perform for 1 minute, 3 times. It's only 3 exercises, so you got 3, 6, 9 minutes. That's it. But that's gonna be the kicker of the end of your workout today. So I'm gonna kind of recap what we just went over. We have 3 stations. Station number 1, 11 minutes, 4 exercises on repeat. Station number 2, same thing. Number 3, same thing. When you're done, I'm gonna give you guys 3 exercises that you're gonna be doing for 60 seconds, 60 and 60, and you're gonna be doing that 3 times. All right, guys, as I said, first station, you guys are gonna have your kettlebell step lunges and presses. Then you guys are gonna go into your kettlebell rows, your tiger steps, finishing up with those lateral hops, okay, the squat hops. Station number 2, you guys are gonna have your med ball, sorry, I'm lying to you, kettlebell cleans, okay, clean and lunges. Then you guys are gonna go into your med ball twists. Then you got those Rhino beetles and your animal squats. Station number 3, you guys are gonna start with your kettlebell single deadlifts. You're gonna do that in one side and the other. Then you're gonna have those awesome med ball burpees. Then after that, you guys are gonna go into, I'm lying, med ball climber first. And then you guys are gonna go into your med ball burpees, finishing up with those lateral hops. All right, team, it is just about 8:10. I have a conference call with Oscar and some of the coaches, which I'm so excited about. And I want you guys today, I'm really hoping that you watch this all the way to the end. I want you to think about one thing that brings you joy. With all this crazy freaking chaos, I would love if you could take a video of yourself in the end of your workout, okay? It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing to me too, I get it. Take a quick video and just say, hey, I just did tribe, or I just finished a workout, Rebecca, it was great, or it sucked, or I'm dying, whatever the hell you want to say. And I want to say, this is what brings me joy, whatever that is. For me, lately, it's really being able to wake up my husband and kids, so that brings me joy. They might not know that, but it brings me a lot of joy. So anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!